We have come a long way from the Millionaire Fastlane series, and here is part 7 and the final episode from the book. The book we are discussing is The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. Today we are going to discuss the speed of success, how you can fast track your way to success if you decide to follow the Fastlane route. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like this video. Thank you very much. Let's get there. The first point of discussion is the speed of success. The author says that speed is not thinking about a fast lane business but creating it. Speed is building and growing a business. It's just not about thinking. Thinking doesn't lead anywhere. You actually have to get started, and that is speed. He says that most entrepreneurs usually struggle between ideas and execution. They usually think that ideas are worth millions, but he says no, success is about actually executing it, because what is the use of having an idea if you do not put it to practice and execute it for it to work? The idea will just be lying there. He says that if you need to travel 6 million miles and you decide to move there 50 miles per hour, you will get there in 45 years, and this represents the slow lane path to wealth or getting rich. But if you move by 95 miles per hour, you will get there in 7 years, and that is the fast lane way to making money. And so he says the speed of the fast lane is growing a business exponentially and taking advantage of the assets value and just taking advantage of the things that are around you. The second point of discussion is that pedestrians will make you rich. Jeff Bezos says that if you do build a great experience, customers will tell each other about it. Word of mouth is very powerful. The author says that when you start a business, let's say you design a website or something, the world will always release its opinions on it. And there are usually types of complaints, but what do you do with it? There are different types. There's a complaint of change, complaint of expectation, complaint of fraud. So people will always tell you what they don't like about your business, how your business is this, how your business is that. You're supposed to take that complaint and change it into something to be able to fulfill what the people are asking for. Complaint of change. Sometimes nobody really likes change, if we are being fair. So sometimes you have a website, you want to redesign it and people will start shouting, or you have a product you want to redesign and people will start shouting. They might need that change, but they don't know immediately that they need it. So you have to be able to know when to bring in change, when not to bring in change, when to take advice and when not to take advice. As a business owner or as someone who is in the fast lane, you have to know all of these things. The third thing we want to discuss is business partners. The author says that a business partner is like a marriage partner. It either works fabulously or it ends in divorce. And so when you decide to pick somebody to become a business partner, there are certain things you need to look out for. So do you have the same vision with this person? Do you trust this person? Do you have the same personality type? There are other books that talk about the fact that sometimes you should look for a business partner that is opposite you, so that the person will complement you. Let's say you are an inventor and you are able to invent a software or an app or something, then you should get somebody who is a salesperson to be able to market it well for you. But here this author disagrees that sometimes because of these differences, it causes a lot of problems. So do you have the same personality type? Do you trust this person? There's a quote that says that trust but verify. So before you become a business partner with somebody, make sure you verify and you trust them fully and wholeheartedly. The fourth tip is that build brands and not businesses. He says that businesses survive but brands thrives. He says that to be able to succeed in the fast lane, you must let go of your selfishness to be able to meet the selfishness of others. He indicates that people are usually loyal to brands and relationships and not businesses. He indicates that price is a brand builder, and you see how society has perceived that when something is cheap, it's of less value, and when something is expensive, it's of more value. So people will always choose an iPhone, which is expensive, than other phones that are cheap, which might still be able to do the same functions an iPhone does. And so a price which is usually written on the product is not just a number on it, but it usually conveys its value and its worth. And so as a business owner, you should be able to go into the customer's head to be able to navigate your way throughout how to price things and all of that. We have come a long way in this Millionaire Fastlane series. In part 1, I spoke about why get rich slow is get rich old. The author spoke about the fact that most of the time when we think retirement, we think about old people. You have to work for a certain number of years, and when you are old, you retire. And so many other things. In episode 2, we spoke spoke about the side workers. There are people who I usually want something away from being broke. They might be rich, but because they don't have financial management and financial plans and how to manage their money, they are always broke. Thirdly, we spoke about the slow laner, and this one really got me thinking. The slow laners are people who have jobs. They have been told that save 10% or 20% of your salary, put it in the stock market, and in 40 or 45 years time when you retire, you would have made millions out of it, and you can enjoy in your retirement. And I used to be part of these kind of mindset. I used to think this way, but the author is saying that there are certain things you cannot control. You don't know whether you'll be alive in 40 years or not. You don't know whether the stock market will crash or not. So many other things can come in between and you don't have control over. And then we move further to the fast lane approach, which is a business system or lifestyle systems in which you are able to leverage to create the kind of wealth you want rapidly. It doesn't mean you are creating the wealth in 1 month or 2 months, but you can create wealth within 10 years and then retire from there. We went further to talk about you as a person, the choices you make. How do you invest in yourself? How do you educate yourself? How do you manage your time? How do you become better to be able to use the skills you have acquired to be able to make wealth? We spoke about so many other things, the speed of success, the commands, the laws, and every other thing that comes to money. This book has been a life changer for me. For me as a person, and I hope that the tips I've shared with you are also life-changing to you. If you are watching this for the first time, I would recommend you go back and watch from episode 1 up to the 7th episode from the book. And I really recommend that you get a copy of the book. I have been detailed, yes, I have tried being detailed in each of the episodes, but there are just so many things you will learn that I couldn't have covered in the video. So get a copy of the book and read for yourself. It's a life changer. It will change your mindset about how you have been taught, and yes, the traditional ways you have been taught about money. You will change a lot. So until I see you in my next video, kindly subscribe to the channel, share this whole playlist with somebody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.